G'day, g'day, g'day. This is Charlie, and I'm coming to you today from my locals community with your daily dose of business inspiration. And yes, I will slow down a little. Sorry. I realize I am looking a little bohemian today. I feel in that mood. It's nice and sunny outside. It's still a little chilly. And yeah, I'll just mix it up a bit. Anyway, welcome to today's daily dose of inspiration. Come across and join me at askcharlielatham.locals.com. You can join the community for free. You can become a supporter and gain access to supporter-only content. Join in the conversations, create your own conversations, and of course, it also helps me to keep creating content like this, like my podcasts and like my tutorials. Let's get on with topic number 157, creating a culture of collaboration. So collaboration, what does it mean? It means working together, working in a way that we can all leverage. I hate using those terms. We can all use each other's strengths to problem solve, to do things, to get work done. So what is the benefits of collaboration? Well, as I said, problem solving is one of them. It brings together your perspectives, skills, differing perspectives and skills, leading to more creative and effective solutions being found. Complex challenges can be tackled more efficiently and effectively, and you will find that there is actually less stress in your teams if you use collaborative problem solving. Increased innovation is another benefit, as well as increased or improved employee engagement. You will find, innovation is much like your problem solving. If you are leveraging, stop it, Charlie. If you are using your people's skills to work out things, to develop ideas, to take an idea and make it better, you are going to come up with some really interesting solutions. Sometimes those solutions aren't going to work or aren't going to be appropriate, but you're going to come up with some really interesting and exciting solutions. And of course, as a result of that, your employees are going to feel like they are engaged, that they are being valued, that their ideas do have merit. So there's a whole heap of benefits to being collaborative in business. And the last one, even though it's not even in my notes here, is I'm just going to say it's going to reduce your stress. It's going to reduce your stress because you're not the one, the business owner isn't the one trying to do all of the problem solving, being creative and coming up with all of the marketing ideas, because your team is going to be able to do some of that with you or for you even. But how do you go about doing it? It's all very good and well to understand all these things, but how do you go about doing it? What are some of the strategies for getting this teamwork, this collaboration to go? Well, first of all, you need to have clear goals and roles. It's no use having team members that don't understand what you're trying to do. If they don't understand the objective of the work they're doing, or what your business stands for, or what your values are, or what your business's mission is. Yeah, I'm using a few jargon terms there, but you've got to help them understand what your goals and objectives are. The other thing you need to do is make sure they understand what their roles are within the team. It's no use having two admin people on and saying, yeah, you both do emails for me, and then having them both go and do emails, because that's going to end up with a little bit of issue if someone's working on the same email that get the idea. So make sure you've got clear roles. Yes, you're both working on emails. Your job is to check the email box Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Your job is to check the email box on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And on the opposite days, I want you guys to create templates, do something. You get the idea. Have clear roles for everyone. Make sure you're encouraging open communications. You'll see I say this a lot in a lot of my videos. A lot of my tips and strategies are about making sure that you have open lines of communication. Make sure that your team members are comfortable sharing their ideas, feedbacks, concerns, whatever it is. Don't ridicule them. Don't make them feel stupid for doing it. Don't laugh at them and say, how did you not know that? Because sometimes they don't. Regular meetings, I'm not sure I'm fussed on regular meetings. I'm not I'm not a real meeting girl. I don't like meetings. I think often we overutilize them and they're boring as hell. But brainstorming sessions, open door policies, and in the next part of this video, I'm going to talk about some of the tools and strategies that you need some of the tools that you need to have in place to allow for these things to happen. And promote cross-functional teams. Now, what does that mean? That means that just because someone's in the admin team, they can't talk to someone who's in the tech team or the development team or the creative team. Part of the thing that I like to do when I'm creating my team structures, I actually like to have a team structure. I like to have it in silos. This is your job. This is your job. This is your job. Yes, you all report to me in the long term. Yes, you all have line managers that you report to. Not such a fuss. I'm not a real proponent of mesh management. I've seen it be abused one too many times. But what I try to avoid is them feeling they need to come to me to be able to speak to so-and-so. Oh, Charlie, can I go and talk to so-and-so about doing this job? Or Charlie, can we talk about doing this? I'm like, well, so-and-so's working on that. Why don't you go and have a chat to them? I am really, really happy for them to talk across lines, across teams, make things happen with each other, and then tell me what's going on. If they're not sure, come to me and say, hey, listen, we're thinking about working on this project. What do you think? Is there any problems with us doing it? Is there anything you can see that would stop us achieving on this one? But I do like them talking across the teams. It makes my life so much easier. And I'm not the be-all and end-all then. I pretty much I want my business to work without me necessarily being involved on a day-to-day basis. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm not a big micromanager. I don't like micromanaging. And finally, we need to talk about building trust amongst your employees. So leading by example, model this behavior of being collaborative, being approachable, being open to feedback. Seriously, it's one of the most challenging things I've ever had to do is let my employees and my team members come to me and say, hey, listen, we really think that you're not doing a great job on this thing. We think you can do better. We've noticed these things aren't happening. And for me to go, yeah, that's fair. That's reasonable. It's a challenge. It's a big challenge. Be willing to share information. Once you start doing this, your employees and your team members are more likely to follow along and do it themselves. Make sure you're recognizing and rewarding collaboration. I have worked in environments where I've had ideas. I've sat at the table and I've said, hey, what about this? Oh, yeah, we'll think about it. And then someone else has come along and said the same thing. They were in the same meeting. We've been talking. And then they say, oh, yeah, so-and-so had this great idea. We're going to do it. It's like, well, it was my idea to begin with. Why don't I get some of the recognition? So I'm less likely to then want to get involved and do things. But make sure that you recognise and reward collaboration. Don't take all the ideas as your own. Don't just say, oh, we're going to do this thing now. Say, hey, listen, Joseph over there had this fantastic idea. Here's what they suggested and here's what we're going to do as a result of it. You may even want to have, I'm not going to use bounties. Is that one of the things you could do? Have a bounty. If you come up with a great idea, we're going to give you a bonus. We're going to give you a reward for it. Does that work? It might do. It might incentivize. It's another word. It might make your people more inclined to be collaborative. And then finally, you need to provide some collaboration tools. And this is what I was referring to with the cross-functional teams and being able to communicate across teams. Have tools available within your organisation where you can not only do that cross-team communication, but you can start capturing these ideas. You can start putting them into practice. I use Discord. I have team channels within my Discord server, and people have a talk on there. I can monitor it. I can see it. It's not hidden. Everyone can see the channel. It's not hidden from anyone, but they can have a conversation and work it out. And if someone sees something come up, they can go, hey, listen, guys, see you're talking about this. Have you thought about looking over here at this thing that we did before that you might not be aware of? aware of. So you get that sort of communication happening. Project management software, communication platforms, workspaces where you can share ideas, where you can work on documents together, where you can do graphic development together and start to streamline your efforts without it having to go back and forwards via email or download it or upload it or whatever it is. So have some tap tools available as well. So being collaborative. Now, what did I call this episode? I talk so much, I forget. Creating the culture of collaboration. It's such an important part of building your team and building your business. You are going to have a team. Even if it's only one or two people, you are going to have a team. So make sure that you're building this into your entire framework when you start to bring people on board. What do you guys think? What's worked for you? What hasn't worked for you? Do you think I'm talking rubbish and you just wouldn't do any of this thing? It's failed terribly for you. It's worked really well. Let me know. Come across to Locals. Ask charlyleatham.locals.com. Join the conversation there. Let us know what you think. Let's have a conversation. Let's see how we can improve this for ourselves. And as always, please remember, like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you find out when I put up more content. Please leave a review if you can. That's very helpful for me to know whether the content is useful, whether you like it, whether you don't like it, for others to find out whether they might like it or not. And if this episode wasn't for you or you know of someone who's going to benefit from it, please share the episode on. I'd really appreciate that. And until tomorrow, you guys take care. Bye.